Hey, what's up? This is Devin of MetalKills.com. I got good old Don Jamieson here. You know, I almost call you Jim Florentine, but I didn't want to call you that because
that's alright. I have better sideburns than Jim.
Alright.
And you will be interviewing Jim because he's going to have an album also on Metal Blvd.
Really?
But buy mine first, please.
Yeah, buy his first. And it's called Live and Hilarious.
Yep.
It was actually shot in Jersey, correct?
I wanted to do it in front of a friendly crowd. I'm a Jersey guy, and no better place to do it than by the Jersey Shore. And not where the situation and Snooki hang out. They were welcome to come, but it was a 2-sleep minimum, so I don't think the situation could get in.
I don't think his abs were ripped just yet. You know, it isn't summertime just yet, so he's not just there. I mean, obviously, most people know you from VH1's Classics, right?
That metal show.
Yep, exactly. With Jim Florentine, right?
And Eddie Trunk.
And Eddie Trunk.
The Maestro.
The Maestro, man.
Yeah.
So is that still going on as well?
Yeah, we're in our 7th season now.
Yep.
And we just got picked up for an 8th.
That's awesome, man.
Dude, it's so nuts because, I mean, I'm a metalhead since I'm 9. And I never thought I'd get to the point where I actually have a TV show about metal with my 2 best friends, and I'll get paid for it. So God bless America. I thought I'd meet Lita Ford, make $1,000 bucks, and that would be the end of it. You know, because she was the first show.
Or even if you made $500 bucks, right? You'd be like stoked.
Even if I made nothing.
Even if you made nothing, exactly.
But I was like, wow, this is cool. But you know, is this really going to go anywhere?
Right.
But the metal audience is such a loyal audience that they found the show and they've hung on to it. So thank God.
Thank God, dude. And so how did
Satan?
Thanks Satan. So how did Metal Blvd Records, or did Brian approach you? Who approached you for this album?
Brian drinks a lot of wine.
Right. Yeah. No, I saw that.
Sometimes he gets a little loosey-goosey with his wallet. So I don't know whether he likes my act or he had a little too much Cabernet one night, but he offered me a record deal. And no, I went on the road with one of his bands, Charred Walls of the Damned.
Yep.
And I opened up a 2-week tour in rock clubs doing my comedy, and he came out and saw a few of the shows, and he really liked what I was doing, and he saw that I could work comedy in front of a crowd expecting thrash.
Right.
And he gave me the deal, and
to get metalheads to laugh.
It's a dream come true. Yeah, because it's hard enough to get comedy club audiences to laugh because, you know, if everything's going right in a night, you can have a great night, but you never know. Every crowd's so different. So even in the best situation, if you kill...
And not Jersey Shore situation.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. This is a theme. But if you can get a bunch of drunk, thrash metal guys who are standing for hours to pay attention to your comedy, and you can get big laughs off them, you know, he really responded to that. So he said, he goes, you know, I've been seeing you do 20 minutes every night. I don't know if you have enough material for a whole album, but I like hanging out with you, so I'm going to give you a record deal.
Cool, man. And you got to shoot in Jersey, so that was a plus.
Yeah, again, I shot it in a friendly place, but I did it in a rock club. I did something a little different than most comics do. Most comics will paper a theater or a bunch of comedy clubs and
like Charlie Sheen.
Do 7 shows. Thank God I didn't do my album in Detroit.
Right, exactly.
But they'll do 7 shows and they'll piece it together from all the shows. And I did basically 1 show.
Okay.
And this is as live as it gets. Nothing gets other comics because I will do that on my next album. But
so it was a 1 take then, right? One take and that was it.
I did 2 shows.
You did 2 shows?
But the second show was kind of just like it was an abbreviated, much smaller crowd. And I took a few jokes from there, but it's basically one thing. So it is very live.
Well, I was talking to Kelly inside earlier about a few years ago you did a skit on Rooftop Comedy. Do you remember that skit? You were talking about Monopoly and breaking up with your girlfriend, Monopoly. That actually just happened to me. Yeah, some weird shit, man.
You learn from my...
Man, you know, you would have thought I learned, but, you know, these days it's more virtual. It was actually Monopoly Streets on Wii.
Oh, man. That's even worse.
Yeah.
At least the board game you can turn it over and like have a temper tantrum.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, you can't just like press buttons really fast on the Wii.
Oh no, but she can throw a remote pretty good.
Right. Sure, remotes can injure.
Yeah, so that didn't work out.
Yeah, people don't kill people, remotes do.
That's true, but it's okay. She's a hooker now.
You know what corner she hangs out with? Because I'm kind of lonely right now.
What's weird is she hangs out with the trannies on Santa Monica. It's kind of funny.
Oh, good. Me and Eddie Murphy will go down there.
Oh, sweet. Well, if you want, I'm going there later. I'm going to throw some pennies at them.
All right.
They kind of like that. Yeah, that'd be good. Oh, wait, here. I got a really good question for you, actually. This is kind of off the wall. And it's only because I heard a little bit of audio of something you talking about Poison. What's your favorite metal album to masturbate to?
Well, you know, it's between the first Poison album and Motley Crue, Shout at the Devil.
Yeah.
You know, I've unintentionally masturbated to both. And then afterwards, then it sucks because then you find out those were guys. And then after that, I can only masturbate to them once in a while.
Well, once in a while is better than never, right?
Yeah.
At least they're legends.
I can still rub one out. I can still rub one out to Rock of Love repeats and pitch.
Okay. And you know, actually, I was looking at watching an interview that happened maybe about a month ago. You and Jim Florentine, I think you were on a channel. I'm not going to mention the channel or the show that it was on. The interview was kind of cut short. It was a little awkward. Something about somebody fucking somebody's wife or something. I don't know.
Imagine that.
Yeah, imagine that, dude. Now that was funny as fuck.
Well, yeah, we went to Kansas City.
Okay.
We're doing a bunch of shows. And you do all these morning radio shows and stuff. And we're comics. We don't get up at 6 in the morning.
Right.
If I'm up at 6 in the morning, there better be a pair of lips around my penis. But you gotta promote your shows and stuff like that. So we're promoting. So we have to do this local news show, and it's always a cornball guy,
right.
Very straight-laced, and he wants like Sinbad humor, like very funny, family-oriented.
Yeah, Disney shit.
Jim and I start talking, and he's like, "Oh, Jim's like, I'm gonna get married. I'm engaged now.
Yep.
It's the woman that I love." And I was like, "Well, how good do you really know her?" And the guy starts laughing really nervously, and Jim's like, "Well, I know. When you find the one that's for you, you know." And I'm like, "Well, maybe you don't know, because a few weeks ago we got drunk together and I had sex with her." And the newscaster doesn't know what to do, so he starts trying to plug the shows really fast. He goes, "All right, see these guys this weekend at San Francisco," and he's racing through the copy, and we're arguing underneath him. And I'm like, "Well, if it'll make you feel any better, you know, I used a condom." You know, I mean, I didn't last that long. I don't know if that helps any. You know,
that was the last thing you said. Actually,
no. Finally, great. At the end, he says, "Don't leave, don't leave." Finally, at the end, he just turns to me and he's like, "Was she good at least?" And then it just cuts the commercial, and then we were escorted out of the building.
That's awesome, man. Well, just one last question, man. This is pretty much freestyle. Any last words you want to say to your fans out there? Obviously, you want them to buy the album, number one.
No, I'm on a metal label, Metal Blade, but it's not a CD just for metalheads. It's for anybody who likes comedy. It's not politically correct humor. If I was working for Affleck, I'd been fired by now, like Gilbert Gottfried. But check it out, DonJamieson.com, MetalBlade.com, and thank you guys for supporting.
Cool, man. And as of today, you're number 22 on the iTunes comedy charts.
We're rising.
Rock on, man.
Rising up.
Throw your horns up.
Thank you. Rainbow Rising.
Rainbow Rising. Buy the record.
Thank you, brother.
All right, man.